What's going on YouTube? Saharali here, and I am so flippin' excited today because we have a super special package to open! This package has come all the way from Russia and it contains two very important things. One, it contains my tiny boy Atlus, who you may remember as the BGD in my end of year doll collection video, who's been with me since 2011 and has never owned a pair of pants. And with him, well, it's not exactly a pair of pants. So let's open the box and see what's inside. Actually, that's my packaging box that I used to send Atlus to Russia, and inside of that is Atlus's blue box and a swatch of fabric, and that's just because I requested it, because I will in the future attempt to make shoes, and I know it's going to go badly, but that's not important right now. We can just think about that later. As you can see by this lovely paper doily, doily? Is that what it's called? Atlus was lucky enough to visit Makeosh House, a seamstress whom I follow on Instagram who just makes the most amazing clothes for dolls. Like seriously, her craftsmanship is amazing, but you'll see that for yourself when you see what she made for Atlus. So let's open up the box. Fun fact, Atlus doesn't have like a default doll box, so this box was from a package I received and I just covered it in like blue book contact. But how cute is it? It so works for him, right? So let's see what we get inside. Again, a little note from Ksenia, I hope I'm saying that right. Ksenia. And let's start with this box. So inside this little box is Atlus's wig, which you can see how I made in a video here, and with it is the literal most adorable tiny little top hat in the world. It's so small my camera can barely capture it. Next we have this beautiful cape made of two sheer materials, and you can even see the sparkle from the stars from the lining fabric on the outside, and it's just like, oh, it's so amazing! And finally, the pièce de résistance, Atlus! Let's just get him free of his bubble wrap prison, and oh my gosh, look at him! Look at him! Atlus has clothes, and not only does he have clothes, he has the most beautifully detailed and perfect tiny little clothes I have ever seen. The quality of these clothes is so high, it matches clothes I've bought from BGD companies, like it's that good. Okay, so when I get things, I like to take them apart to see how they function, so I'll do that now, and I'll give you a little information on how this commission went. November last year, as like a birthday gift to myself, because I'm Kuzco, I contacted Ksenia about sending her Atlus to make him clothes, and she agreed, but we both all agreed that since it was getting close to Christmas, I would send him, towards the end of January to avoid potential shipping issues. I did that, and he arrived mid-February. Since she was working on other commissions, she started working on Atlus's outfit in April. I gave her color specifications and like overall design aesthetics. She designed his outfit and began working on sewing it and completed it in like 12 hours, I don't know. It was just so quick, and it seems unreal to me because I'm someone who could not sew that quickly or that well. I cried when I saw him pretty much. I thanked her so profusely and she sent Atlus back. Right at the same time that Russia was closing its borders as a result of the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. Then Atlus was basically stuck in limbo for 3 months. His tracking was not updating and planes were not going in or out of Russia. Luckily, Pocha was working with freighters to get out packages over the sea, and after about 3 months of no movement, and the tracking number being erased from Australia Post's system because it was past the limits that Australia Post would keep information on the package regardless of whether or not it had arrived, he finally hit Sydney shores. I think they expedited his delivery from like the depot at the port to me because I'd started contacting them like, hey, what's up? Is Russia sending packages? What's happening? My tracking has been cleared and I am freaking out. Ksenia was an absolute sweetheart through all of this, by the way, just keeping me informed on what was happening on her end and contacting Russia Post for info. So thank you again for dealing with my worries about losing my boy. So yeah, that was a postage nightmare that I had to deal with in order to get my baby boy back. I'm obviously exaggerating. I wasn't super anxious. Australia Post is decent in my area, so I was confident he'd get here eventually. But when the tracking cleared, I did have like a little bit of a panic attack. Luckily, it was all for nothing, and now Atlus has his beautiful outfit. And just like look at it, it's really, really beautiful, and in some ways it's even more detailed than the clothes I have from Laddie Doll, because like it has these tiny little buttons rather than huge snaps, and just everything is so well made and finished, and the vest seems like it's fully structured because Ksenia added what seems like interfacing to the raw seams on the inside, and it makes it such a solid garment. I love it so much. And everything is so versatile because each single piece is like fully removable, even the little collar, so I can make my own much less polished pieces and mix and match. Or I can just commission Maykosh again after the B-boys stop touring. But yeah, I'm just so happy. Thank you again, Ksenia. I'm so blessed to have been able to commission you. I love everything about what I received, and I have had Atlus on my desk since he got home just so I can stare at him, because looking at his tiny clothes makes me so happy. I hope you all can feel a little happiness from watching this video too. Everything in the world right now is a little bit dark, so I feel like we could all use a little ball of starlight like Atlus to make us happy. Thank you so much for watching, do all that YouTube stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!